placement test. So let's go through this. So I have a request from some people to start with a back page and work forward because the back page looked crazy. Okay. So let's start with the top of this back page. Each circle, now what I did for all the practices up to here is I started with the earliest stuff and worked my way up because I thought some of this other stuff would be more fresh in your mind. But I'm making sure that it's on the review so you know all the stuff you've got. Okay, so each circle has a diameter of 6. What is the location of point B in the center of the bottom circle? So they all have a radius of 6, okay? And we're trying to figure out what B would be here, okay? All right, so we're trying to figure out what location B is. So if we think of each has a radius of 6, we're going down, 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 but we're not all the way here at the bottom, okay? So you want to think of, I went like down so many, a diameter of 6, excuse me. So this is down 6, this would be down 12, and right here at the bottom, that would be negative 18, right? But I know it's not at 18 because it's not right at the bottom. So I know everything with negative 18 I can cross out because it can't be that. Well, and I know it can't be negative 3, right? Because it's way further down than 3. So it can't be E. So I know it's got to be either A or C. Okay? If we think of this as a diameter of 6, this distance right here for everybody is where x equals 6. Well, that isn't at 6, right? So how far over do we think it is? It can't be at 6, so it can't be A, so it's got to be C. So that one was really a process of elimination for me, and I teach geometry. Okay, so I'm like looking at it. Well, I know the diameter is 6, so I know I go down negative 6, down negative 12, down negative 18, figure it's not right there, and then I know it went over positive 6 because that's the diameter. Just remember, the one thing that we really needed to know here was that the diameter means it goes all the way across the circle, and it can go in either direction, right? That's a diameter, and this is a diameter. If we know that, we're good for that problem. Okay. For all x, find x squared plus 3x plus 9 times x minus 3. Now this one, I like to do that Punnett square thing, except it's going to be a 3 by 2. So I like to put the x squared here, the x squared here, 3x and 9, and then I like to put x and negative 3 like that. So x times x is x squared. Oops, this is x squared, excuse me, x to the third. X times 3x is 3x squared. X times 9 is 9x. Negative 3 times x squared is negative 3x squared. Negative 3 times 3x is negative 9x. And negative 3 times 9 is negative 27. Okay? Well, I know that these cancel each other out and these cancel each other out, so I'm left with x to the third minus 27. That gives me D. How do we feel about that one, guys? Okay? Yeah. Well, I know 3x squared minus 3x squared is 0. I know 9x minus 9x is 0, so I'm just left with x to the third and negative 27. Okay. If A times B equals 2A plus 3B, find 4 times 5. I think that little thing means 4 or 5. So we're going to put 4 in for A and 5 in for B. So we're going to go 2 times 4 plus 3 times 5. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 3 times 5 is 15. And this isn't going to work, right? Because it's going to give me 8 plus 15 gives me 23. Oh, so it is B. Does work. Yeah.
I'm confused.
You're just plugging in 4 for A and 5 for B is all it is. So see how I did 4 for A and 5 for B? We found out what it was.
Perimeter.
What's the perimeter? Perimeter means you walk all the way around, right? So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So we have to find this length. Do you guys remember if we have a right triangle and we know 2 sides of it, what do? It's like all the way back to 7th grade stuff. Do you guys remember Pythagorean theorem? A squared plus B squared equals C squared? Yeah. So you're just going to go A squared plus 6 squared equals C squared. So we're going to get 64 plus 36. Gentlemen, if we could stop talking, that would be great. 64 plus 36 gives us 100. So the square root of 100 is 10. Now we just have to add them up. 10 plus 8 plus 6. Giving us 24, so the answer is D. Okay, 64 to the 2/3. That's the same thing as the cube root of 64 and then square it. Okay, so what times what times what gives us 64 is really the answer. So I think it's 4. And you can do that by putting the cube root of 64 in your calculator because I'm letting you use calculators. And then 4 squared is 16, so my answer is B. Okay, so I did this whole back page. If we're looking through this, is there any questions you guys are looking at and you're like, I don't even know how to start that? Or do you guys want to start it on your own and come up and ask if you have it? You guys want to give it a try? Okay, we'll go over all the questions tomorrow before, but I do want to tell you guys this. So I'm gonna tell you this, but remember this isn't going to help you on your test if you just write down the answers, right? You actually have to try it. Every single answers is at the bottom of each page. So this has numbers 1 through 10. So that's this front and back page. It has all the answers. The second page has all the answers right here at the bottom. The third page has all the answers right here at the bottom. So you can check which ones you're not getting right. So my plan, because I want to give you guys lots of time to work on the test tomorrow, my plan is for you to come in and be like, I could not figure out how number 2 was B. You know, something like that, right?
Wait, you want us to come in tomorrow like that?
So tomorrow, like, you have all the answers right here, right? Every single one of these, like this first page, front and back, the answer's at the bottom of the second page. The answers, the second page, front and back. I just want to do the problems tomorrow. I don't want to do all of the answers because you have them. I just want to do the problems that you're like, I couldn't figure out how to get this particular problem, right? So I'm hoping for 3 or 4 problems tomorrow, and then the rest of the time you guys working on your test. Sound good? Okay. All right, everybody should get started then on this, and we'll go over all the answers